This is our first request segment video. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. Our first request thing, but this was by Cosme267. They asked Yuji versus the top tiers in JJK. That was the question, but I guess they're basically just asking probably how far could he go, who could he beat. So I put a list of the top tiers.
I'm cool with the list.
I'm gonna just go down the list. High in Sukuna is Yuji. No diff.
No diff.
Why you say no diff?
He would have no diffed him right now.
Were on board that Yuji was like
he would have no diffed him. He would have no diffed him currently if nobody was helping.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I know there's no diff, but I'm just asking. Okay. Final Gojo.
No diff.
Sukuna that fought Gojo.
No
That's
diff.
the one I'm talking about. No diff. 16 fingers Sukuna
No
and
diff.
Shibuya. Really? No diff?
No diff, bruh. No diff. No
Why you
diff.
say no diff for him?
Bruh, he fought Maharaga and won.
Yeah.
And he was kind of just like, toying around. All right, let me figure you out. He's killing Yuji.
Okay. If they domain clash, I think, Yuji would lose, obviously. I'm also on the same boat.
He don't
as you.
even need a domain to kill Yuji with 16 fingers in Shibuya.
No, he doesn't need a domain. Okay. People were trying to tell me that Yuji's super durable, like Sukuna has to touch him directly to do a lethal blow, blah, 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 all this. So I just want to know. Kenjaku.
Kenjaku wins, but I kind of want to say no diff as well.
I'm also feeling no diff.
Yuta's definitely no diff. We saw him kill him easily and
brought him back to life. Final Yuta.
Right, yeah, but now you know what I'm saying. That's no diff. That's no diff too.
Well, that was Yuji before all his power ups.
Okay, that's fair. I still think it's no diff.
Yeah, probably no diff. Hikari.
No diff.
Why you say that? Hey, people were telling. I posted
open window domain, get a jackpot. All right, you're dead.
But did you see the video that I posted where we were talking about Hikari versus Yuta?
Yeah, what were people saying about that?
People were saying that Yuta no diffs. Yuta's way more powerful than Hikari. Hikari has no chance. He has no offense. He just heals. He just RCT merchant.
Offense is crazy.
I know.
No offense?
That's what they were saying. They were saying Yuta and Rika are too powerful. Hikari's got nothing in his arsenal that can touch Yuta. Someone said he can't even touch Yuta.
Kit? He's saying he got no kit. What? Okay, bro.
I think it's crazy.
He got hands.
That's what I said.
Punch you in the face.
I said he could punch and kick him. What do you mean? That's what he does. They're like, no, Rika just hold him. I was like, he could just tear his arms off.
If that's the case, then why did Rika not just hold Yoruzo or whatever in the other person?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. I don't know. They're like, he could just use cursed speech and cut his head off. I mean, if cursed speech was that powerful, why didn't they just do that against Sukuna?
Yeah, they can't do that. It depends on how strong the other person is. If he's too strong, he'll kill himself trying to do that. They literally said that in this chapter. They're like, if he tried to use that cursed speech on Sukuna at the start of the fight, the feedback would kill him because Sukuna is too strong.
Right. Hey, man. That's just what the people are saying. Yuki.
No diff.
Okay. Yorozu. Do you remember Yorozu?
That's the hair guy, right?
That's the sorcerer that was Megumi's sister.
Oh,
with the perfect spear.
The perfect spear.
And the bee thing.
With the beast, right? She had that beast.
Yeah. She turned into like a yellow jacket.
Yeah.
Some people say she's one of the strongest in the verse.
I'll say no diff. I don't want to keep saying no diff. I feel like, bro. I feel like this is current Yuji, right? Current Yuji.
Yes. Final Yuji.
He has dissect and whatever. He has the Sukuna dismantle and
blood manipulation.
Yeah.
Domain expansion, RCT.
I mean, but his domain does nothing from our knowledge.
It does something.
It does nothing. They even said domains in the past. They were like, domains in the past were never meant to be lethal. They were just openings for like a space. So like,
I'm pretty sure his domain had a sure hit.
What was it?
I think it was probably his dismantle.
Bruh.
Because Sukuna was protecting
using
against
a wicker
it.
basket?
Yeah. I think it was probably his dismantle. It was a sure hit, probably.
Okay. But, okay. She has a domain, though, right?
Yeah, she does.
I don't think he's winning a domain battle against her.
Probably not. I mean, he only opened this once. Did you see his doesn't even have a name?
I mean, that makes sense. He just did it.
But everyone else's has a name. His doesn't have a name.
Walk in the park.
Someone was like, domain expansion. Domain expansion.
It should just be called Walk in the Park. That's what they did. Just walked around.
Domain expansion. Past. Visit in the past.
Reminisce or something
Reminisce.
like that. Yeah. Domain expansion. Reminisce.
Okay. Well, this is where I think it should become more of a debate. Uraume. Okay. We've barely seen Uraume, but
I think she no diff too. Bruh.
Based on what?
She was going toe to toe with Hikari.
She was going toe to toe with Hikari, but as far as we know, she doesn't have a domain expansion.
So you're banking on Yuji using his domain expansion, and it just outpowering her, basically overpowering her.
Yeah, that's what I would bank on if I was him.
I mean, she's chilling with Sukuna. I'm pretty sure she probably got a wicker basket with her too. She knows how to use simple domain, so that's not going to matter.
But I mean, he could still apply pressure. Like she would have to. Like
yeah, but Hikari was only not dying because he could just spam his thing and keep healing.
Right.
And yeah, Yuji knows RCT, but it's not on that level.
True. But I mean, if he uses the
and
domain,
we saw her show up and almost kill. Remember, she popped up and froze a bunch of people.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying she's not powerful.
Right. I'm just saying. I think because she was about to kill Yuji, right? She had him frozen, and then Yuki had to show up to unfreeze him or break the ice.
She could have killed him. She could have killed all of them, probably.
Yeah. So yeah.
But she kept them
no
alive
diff. Uraume.
for the plan.
No diff.
Even with the domain expansion, you think it's no diff?
Yeah.
This is.
I mean, the domain expansion is going to be useless if she knows simple domain or wicker basket.
But like if she has to hold that, then he can just wail on her.
You can't fight with a wicker basket?
Nah, unless you're Sukuna, because he has 4 arms.
What about a simple domain? You can open a simple domain and still fight. You just put it around your body.
Only if you're Kusakabe, really.
Mekamaru did that.
What, you saying he fought? He didn't fight with the simple domain.
Remember, he had that little like shot thing.
Oh yeah, and he had like the bullet.
Right, and then he was holding it, and then he went to go kill him, but it didn't kill him because. But you know, yeah.
I think the thing is that like if you use a simple domain, you can't use your technique in the same time.
Okay.
So if she defended against it with simple domain, she wouldn't be able to use her ice at the same time. That's where I think Yuji has a chance.
I feel like this is low-key a hard thing to do because none of these people have more than like 1 or 2 fights.
Well, Uraume especially.
Yeah. But I'm just saying in general, like a lot of these people that we're talking about, they've only fought 1 time.
Yeah.
Like even Yuki. Yuki really only fought once against Kenjaku.
Yeah, that was
like,
her
she
only
showed
fight.
up. Huh?
I said that was her only fight.
Yeah. Yeah, she showed up at, Shibuya, but that was it. Hikari only fought 2 people, Kashimo and Uraume, and we didn't see him fight Uraume. And the artist, the manga guy, but let's be real.
Yeah. That was just like an introduction.
Yeah. And then Yuta, okay, we've seen Yuta fight 4 times, Geto, or actually we saw Yuji. We've seen Yuta fight the most out of anybody.
Probably, besides Yuji, yeah.
Yeah. Dagon, 1 fight. Hanami, 2 fights. Mahito, 3 fights. Jogo, 2 fights. Curse, Naoya, 2 fights. Well, 1 fight as Curse and then 1 fight regular. You see what I'm saying though? Like,
yeah, that's a lot of the characters.
It's like we don't have much to go off of because those fights are even like matchup battles, low key. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why it's hard because a lot of them are matchups. I also think that makes it fun because you can't just be like, this person just beats this person.
Yeah. Toji and Maki. I'll say Toji wins. Maki.
I say Toji wins and Maki's debatable.
Because I feel like they even said, like, they were like, Yuji, you're just as strong as Maki. Or you're just like Maki. Remember they were saying that? They're like, oh, he's like Maki. With curse energy. So it's like, I think the only thing that put Maki really above him is the fact that she uses curse tools and more experience.
Okay, so how difficult? You think Maki wins with how difficult?
I think Maki wins strictly based off experience, but not power. Just having more knowledge and being a more experienced sorcerer.
So is that
fair to say?
Difficulty? Is that high difficulty?
I'll say medium.
Okay.
Low diff. No, not no diff, but low diff.
Okay. And what about Ryu?
Toji, no diff.
What about Ryu? The Granite Blast?
By himself?
Just by himself, yes.
I think Yuji could win.
I actually agree. I think there's a high possibility.
Because the only reason he was able to really do anything to Yuta because they were double teaming him.
Who, like Euro and Ryu?
Yeah, weren't they like both fighting him at the same time, kind of?
Yeah, for a bit until it became 1-on-1. It was a kind of like a triple threat type of thing. Really like a fatal 4-way. But
because they were all fighting each other low key, right?
Yeah, they were all fighting each other.
Yeah.
And then Rika showed up, and then So Ryu, Yuji, I think this is where he starts having more of a chance.
You think he beats Curse and Ioria?
Oh wait, let me say. I think he beats Euro.
That's the win person, right?
Yeah, the windbreaker girl. Because sorry, Yuji does have a lot of durability. I don't even know what that was. I guess it's a perp. I don't know. Yuji has a lot of durability, and I don't think her windbreaker move does enough damage to put Yuji
Okay,
down.
I agree.
I think he could put her down, and they both have domains. I don't think necessarily hers would
I'm
be
not
better.
putting a whole lot of weight into his domain, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I feel
Why
like
not though?
because we saw it one time, and how did it have a surefire hit if Sukuna was just in there with him, just talking and walking? He didn't open the simple domain when he first.
Well, that was different. That was like the real domain was like the chapter after that.
Okay.
That was like some like space, like we're just talking. Like I think that was more like that scene where Jogo dies and Sukuna's there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more like that.
Okay.
But like in his actual domain with the chickens and the farm and whatever was in there, I think that was the real. Like he actually had to defend himself and fight.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know.
Jogo.
Wait, what about Noya? What about Ryu? I didn't even hear your answer for Ryu.
No, I said yeah on Ryu. That's the hair guy.
Ryu
right?
wins or Yuji wins?
Yuji wins. Yuji wins against Ryu and Uro. Naoya, I think his domain is gonna beat Yuji's. So I think Yuji loses medium diff. Jogo, because what's her name was gonna lose if she wasn't immune and could sneak in. And the other samurai guy was in there going to work.
Well, everyone in that domain got destroyed by the domain.
Yeah. But the samurai guy was holding his own for a little bit though before he opened it.
Yeah, before
was he not?
Opened it. Yeah,
he was cutting up with the swords.
That's true. Yeah, that
he
guy
was just a regular katana salesman.
That guy
right?
was like slicing the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Yuji probably could beat him. Not gonna lie, now that you say that. What about Joe?
But I'm just saying the domain is what would do it. The domain clash would
probably they could clash. But I mean, they both have the same amount of domain experience.
Yeah.
Like they both only opened it once.
But Noya seemed more refined. Not gonna lie.
Like what about is more refined?
It just looked better.
It just looked cooler.
It looked better. It looked cooler. It felt like more refined. It looked more refined.
Like you're hating on Yuji's domain right now.
Did it not look more refined though? Like,
do you think it's just bad because it's not as cool as the other ones? Personally, I think Yuji's domain would be harder to make than his. If we're talking about
why? Like, because you're walking through all this. Yeah. Okay.
If we're thinking about like from an art aspect, I think it'll be harder to draw.
Okay.
All those details then
because it's about whose is more refined, right? Who is more.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Noya's was literally just a black box, right? And some rock. And
it looked like they were in space. I think it was like a giant eye or like a giant ovary or something. I'm not kidding about the ovary. I think it actually was an ovary. Let me see. Yeah, it was a giant ovaries and eye in the middle.
Okay.
And a vaginal canal in the middle, or like a tongue or something. I don't know what that is, but I feel like if we're basing refinement on detail of the domain, then Yuji's might be a little more refined. I don't know.
Okay. I'll give it to Yuji. Jogo, you think he's beating Jogo?
The Jogo?
What do you think?
I don't think he's beating Jogo.
Okay.
This is where I think I give
Solo,
Jogo
Mojito 101. Mojito 101. I don't think he's winning, bro.
You don't think he's winning?
No. He only won because of Toto.
No, we're talking about current Yuji.
Toto, yeah, right. But Toto did the clap, and he was like, oh. Well, nah, Yuji could get him with the resonant punches, right? Okay.
Yeah, Yuji can damage. Okay. Yuji's better at those now.
Yeah.
And he has a dismantle.
Yuji. I'll give it Yuji. Hanami, Yuji. Dagon, Yuji.